Heyo everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana and let's dive into this 859th stream, shall we? Chronolock, so good to have you here. Gar, welcome on in. And yes, this is day 2. We've actually streamed twice in a row. That's unusual as of late. But we ended the last stream with a win in Kirby's Dream Buffet, and I felt like it might be time to try and see if we can replicate that. So that's what we're going to attempt here, and along the way we might decide some other games to play, and otherwise we'll just hang out and chill. But in a few minutes I would like to share with you something that I tweeted about earlier, and I'm really excited. Oh, Chrono! Thank you, my
in
friend.
another country. I suppose that's a first. Perhaps.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh man, Chrono. Well, listen, just for you, I want to share briefly what I want to share later, a little more in depth. So give me a second here. Let me quickly switch over to this. Shiny text. And let me grab what it is I wanted to show you. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to the special full screen chat, and Spookly, heyo. Bing. Okay, I gotta show this to you. All right, Gar, you're gonna like this. Spookly, you're gonna like this. Chrono, I think you're gonna like this. Stillwell, I think you're gonna like it. Yes, I comb my hair. That's funny. Are you ready? Woohoo! I am so excited. Now, this is an empty box at the moment because I have actually looked at the contents, but this is the super special Master Collector Edition, what have you, of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic from Limited Run Games. Hey, thank you, Wandering Thunder. Thank you. So, love this game. I'm actually playing through it right now on PC. This is the Switch version that I got here. And inside this box, which came today, there was the standard, if you will, collector's edition. I think this was called the collector's edition. I think the other was called the master edition. So this came in. Oh my gosh, this is, yeah, Stillwell says I'm so jealous. No way. This is absolutely amazing. It really is. So the box there held this edition. And I'm not going to necessarily do a full kind of unboxing here, but it's got a nice slip cover here, and I'll just show you a few highlights, I guess, because it is really cool. So in this box, which I'm going to be very careful with as I open this, it is one of those sort of slip cover, not slip cover, what do you call it? You know, it's one of these. It's like a board game box or puzzle box, right? Anyway, do you need to beg for a full unboxing? PFC Stillwell, I will definitely do that. I just am not really sure when or how, whether I want to do that as a stream or a video. I'll probably do it as a video, is what I'm thinking. But I do want to share this, which is pretty cool. This is my certificate of authenticity. There we go. I'm number 6,530 out of 8,715. And gotta show you in the box here, there's some artwork, some posters and whatnot. There's a really cool instruction manual in the main case. This actually came with 3 cases, if you can believe it, which I think is pretty funny. So let's see how to do this. Here we go. So first is the standard Switch case, and there's an instruction manual in there. Then, and I have this still in the sleeve, there is this beautiful steelbook. Oh, look at that. That is a nice steelbook, really pretty. Let me put that back in the sleeve. And again, I'm being real careful with this because sometimes when I've streamed before, I've done some really derpy things and dropped stuff. So I'm trying not to do that right now. Imagine that. Considering this is a very expensive thing. it's ludicrously expensive, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and this particular game I have a huge amount of nostalgia for, having played it with Bestie of Mana back in our college days. So that's a little bit of what is in that big box. Just a little bit, just a taste, just a taste. Close that up. There we go. All right. Then, in the other part is this clamshell sort of packaging. And you guessed it, as I had mentioned before, they really like to give boxes. So they gave yet another case, this time a reproduction Xbox case, because if you are not aware, Knights of the Old Republic came out on PC and Xbox back in the day. And this is what the Xbox case would have looked like, more or less, although on the inside, interestingly enough, this actually houses, I can't remember if it's the standard Switch version or the Steelbook, but that's what that compartment is set up for. As you can see, there's no disc tray in it or anything. It also comes with a few other little cards and things, and some replica weapons. You've got lightsaber hilts and vibroblade, but hey, look at that, Crazer, welcome. This is the coolest part. This is a Pazak set right here that you can actually use and play with, okay? So, I am definitely going to be playing some Pazak. Also, in this other part, is something really cool. Ayo, ayo! Yes, and as Stillwell says, this is what his copy looked like. Right? Stillwell, isn't that cool? Okay, hold on a second. Let me show you perhaps one of the coolest parts of this. I mean, there's so many cool parts. I actually think the Pazak is the biggest selling point for me. That's the reason that I got this collector's edition, to be honest, because Pazak is just so fun. But this blew me away. The quality of this. This, my friends, is a brand new Master Edition strategy guide. This is an official product that came out how many years since this came out? Filled with tips and tricks. There's gameplay basics, and this is a nice thick book, as you can see. Beautiful inside binding there, and how cool is that? So, friends, I will show more of this soon, and I tell you what, we will be look forward to some content. Look forward to some Knights of the Old Republic content. I don't know if I want to say too much more just yet, but look forward to some Knights of the Old Republic content. I'm just looking at this book. I mean, the quality of this book is so nice. It is really, truly a gorgeous book. So, anyway, let me put that back in here. Nice and safe. This over here. And just to prove a point, Iron Rusty, welcome on in. To prove a point, not that I necessarily needed to prove anything, but Crazer, that's fair. Thank you very much, though, for what you just said. This is currently my home screen on the Nintendo Switch. Very excited. Very excited. I was able to put that in my Star Wars. Oh, actually, I don't think I did. Oh, yeah, I got to do that still. I was about to say I was able to put that in my Star Wars group on Switch. You know, there's the ways to catalog or organize your games. I put it in my limited run games one, but I have not yet put it in my Star Wars one. Maybe we should do that real quickly. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's go to all software. We'll go to groups. as you can see, I did put it in here. Not quite sure what I was thinking originally in terms of organization. I have it as the first because I think at one point I was trying to do this in chronological order of the series, but I may have also been putting them in as alphabetical titles. I just genuinely can't remember right now. I change this up so many times, the way I sort things, but I do have Star Wars games down here. Let's go to Star Wars and, oh, look, Knights of the Old Republic right there. Boom, I did put it in. So we do have it in here. But look at that. A nice selection here on the Switch. I do want to add Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, of which I actually also got the Master Edition. So I sort of had to do that. So yes, still, well, I know it's because actually there's a limited time frame during which you can pre-order these. I've waited on that for over a year, and it was a long time coming. They had a bunch of problems in production, which delayed and delayed and delayed the final product getting here. I ended up actually getting my original order removed and then having to go through support and getting my original order or getting a new order with a backup that they had. They had made a few extra ones, and so they said they could make one for me. So that was a side issue, but that issue aside, there were all of the production issues. So I've been really anxious, waiting and waiting and waiting for this to come, and I'm really glad it finally did. It is such a great game. I've actually never beaten it. I'm in the process right now of beating it for the first time, and I am very near the end, and all I can tell you is wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's amazing that I've gotten this long, spoiler-free. Thankfully, I have, because there have been so many cool story points and things like that that have come up, and I just really, I've really thoroughly enjoyed this. But when I first set out to play the game, Bestie of Mana loaned me his copy on PC, and we were sharing a dorm at the time, and he and I would stay up late playing it and whatnot. Well, over the summer, when I took the game home, he had beaten it. I took the game back with me, played it on my computer, and one day, everything just collapsed. It just, poof, it went away. And I said, oh no, what happened? I thought my computer had melted. Well, it sort of had. My graphics card had an issue where the fan that was on it stopped working, and it heated up to the point of destroying that graphics card, and I could not run that game after that. I eventually got a cheaper graphics card that was a hand-me-down. It wasn't quite as good. I could sort of play a little bit of it, but it was a blurry mess, and I didn't really get very far. I forgot where I was, and then I, years later, got this computer, which I still have, the one I'm running this on now, the one that happened to be part of the start of my getting into video games. Excuse me, getting into streaming. And I could run it, but at that point I thought, well, maybe what I should do is I should just restart the game. I restarted it. I even started streaming it at one point, but it was getting kind of bogged down in Terrace and the opening segments. And finally, I just said, okay, I need to rethink this. And so rather than the first restart that was sort of on my own with a feeling of, I've been here before, or I should be streaming it, or streaming it where I felt like, oh, this maybe isn't as enjoyable for people to watch, I decided I would play through it, and I'm recording my footage. Now, what I'm going to do with that, I'm not going to tell you. I don't even know if I'm going to do anything with it. I don't want to make any promises. But if nothing else, it's been nice in order to be able to go back and review footage, because there have been a few times where there's been a month or more gap since I've played, and it's nice to be able to go back and scrub through the video and go, oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's what I was doing. Oh, that's where I was supposed to go. It's helped a lot. So anyways, just a little bit for you. There may be something I do with the footage, but there may not be. I do, however, know that I would like to showcase this Masters Edition in a little more detail. So Stillwell, you'll get your your answer there. You'll get your desire. And let's go ahead and go in to this game here. As I mentioned in my announcement, I really want to play a little bit of Kirby's Dream Buffet. Last night, we actually played one round, and we won, which was really cool. And I'd like to try to make that happen again. Iron Rusty says, game! Game indeed. You're right. If anyone has this game and wants to join on in, let me know. But we'll go ahead and get started here at first with just the online mode and see what happens. The blinding of mana fire speed. Oh, there's been a server communication error. That is genuinely the first time that has happened to me in this game. I'm used to it with things like Splatoon, but let's try this again. I don't know what to say. So, will it work? Huh. Poor Samus. Hey, is that a new emote of yours, Rusty? It's just Samus dead. Oh, poor Samus. Well, maybe I need to do a game update. That always could be. Huh. Interesting, Spookly. Okay. Well, let's close and then update via the internet. Just see what happens. This could be bad. This could put a damper on things. I'm not sure, you know. Not really sure what to do here. I mean, we'll give it another try. Let's give it another shot here. We'll see. I could go to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That is a game I've not yet streamed, but I do love. I've also not beaten that one. Hey, it's emote only chat, according to Middle Ryan Cluster. Can we spam some emotes, please? Let's get that emote only going. There we go. Let's spam those emotes. Oh, Crazer. Oh, man. Let's see. You know, I've been thinking about this, by the way, lately, whilst you spam those emotes. I'm thinking more and more that I would like to say that I'm a clean streamer who plays mostly wholesome games. That's how I would bill myself. Let me know what you think, if that seems to apply. That's what I think. That's where I go with this. Now, if you do disagree, do be careful, because I've been known on occasion to feed some friends of mana to the eel. Like poor Scooter there. Hey, it looks like I can get in, so that's good. Hey, Metal Ryan Cluster. A few lightning bolts. I love it. Okay, now we're in a match. This is looking much better. This is the way it should go. By the way, the person we rated last stream ended up being really cool. So I stuck around for a bit, chatted with them, and they are a little bit closer to their goal of becoming an affiliate, and closer to their goal of 50 followers. I think when I first hopped into their channel, they were at something like 31 or something around there, 34 maybe even. But anyways, by the time the Friends of Mana had joined in and hung out and decided that she was worth a follow. She was at 37. So that was really nice. Thank you to everyone who came in and supported that new streamer. And then, if you recall, I was mentioning that Scooter was intending for me to come over and he wanted to show me a surprise. Well, he now has access to a 3DS with a capture card. And with that capture card, he and I can do a few collaborations. So we're excited. We're talking about some games to play. But he was actually showing me, Crazer. He was showing me a Mortal Kombat game, speaking of Crazer, on the DS, which I didn't realize was a thing. It actually looked surprisingly similar to the arcade, which shows you how powerful the DS actually is in reality. So that was really kind of cool. I hadn't been aware of such a thing. I also am really excited because, as you know, there are several really excellent DS and 3DS games that still have online. So we've been talking about some of them, and one, which I think would be really fun to revisit, is Kid Icarus. And I did play Kid Icarus all the way to completion in single-player mode on this channel before. Oh, darn. Okay. But I think that the two-player, or not the two-player, but the what is it all called? Competitive. Oh golly, the competitive play on that, competitive mode. That looks really fun, so I'm excited to try that. Let's see if this gets me any closer to things. Oh, I should have saved it. No. Oh, I really goofed. How I goofed. I didn't realize. Ugh. That was terrible. Oh, boy. Come on, rollin'. Hooey! That was close. Did I finish Cobra Triangle? No, I have not, but I have attempted. Oh boy, is that a hard game. Whew. That is really tricky. I got through pretty much the same sections that you and I had gotten through when you were visiting, and not very much farther, to be honest. So it's a challenge. That game is really difficult. It does not hold punches. Ah, sweet. Spook Lee, that is a pretty accurate description. So yeah, I guess I should probably mention, because a few people may not be aware of this game and what it actually is. This is a full-priced, well, it's a budget title actually, but it is a one-time upfront cost, no DLC or in-game purchases, which I quite appreciate. Game from Nintendo, of course, and you play as Kirby. The goal in these races, like right now, oh, I can't believe I let that person get over me. Wow, I made it a lot easier for them and a lot harder for me. The goal is to is to race to the finish, collecting as many strawberries and other fruits as you can along the way. So that is what I'm currently trying to do. I'm trying to get to the finish line, to the giant stack of strawberries. Oh, Rainbow Shores, welcome. Thank you so much. And there, I've accomplished said goal. And if you finish the 4 rounds with the majority of the strawberries in your possession, and then accounting for a few other bonuses, then you are in great shape. Emerald Blitz is here as well. How exciting is that? Thank you, both of you, for that Rebellion Raid and Blitz attack. Oh, so the second section, you are competing... Oh, you're competing for... Oh, they got me. In the second section, you're competing for... Oh, what's the drill? I do not... Are you kidding me? I don't really remember the drill. That's cool, though, that's a thing. Yeah, the second section, you are competing for strawberries. Aye, they are after me. And in this last section, you're not only trying to go for strawberries, you are also trying to, oh gosh, take out other people or not be taken out, as whatever the case may be. But as you can see, it gets really tough. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. And I keep getting knocked out. Oi. No good, but there's all these people. They're really trying to go after me is the thing. Oh. Can I get those? Oh no, I want to get those. I wanted to get those. I'm in 4th all of a sudden. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. This is really rough. This is rough. Oh, they're all over me. I'm in 2nd, but I'm in, 3rd. Gar says I have no idea what I'm watching. What a mess. Hey, that's all right. I do have a shot, but it is pretty small. It's close. So I got 40. That does help, but no, they're definitely going to come in first. I may come... Oh, no, I'm going to come in 3rd. See, those 40 strawberries only make it easier for the others. See, I was hoping they wouldn't get those bonus strawberries. But anyway, let's welcome in our raiders. Thank you so much to both Rainbow Shores and Emerald Blitz. I hope that you had a wonderful stream. And Spookly is absolutely right. The chaos in this game is adorable, and that's why I like it. One of the reasons. Plus, it's mostly a platformer. So that's one of the things that I think it has going for it. But welcome to you, Raiders. My name is Mana, and as I was actually mentioning before, I will say I'm a clean streamer who favors wholesome games. I love games on Nintendo, retro games on original and official hardware, and indie titles. So that's my spiel. If you are new around here, please do consider following along for the fun and letting me know what it is that you like in the world of video games as we gather around this common interest and chat. I'm going to top off a little bit of water. And we're going to have to try this again because 3rd is just not good enough. So we'll come back and try this again here. So, we got some more music, which is nice. I forgot to show you the stuff that I got last time for my 1st place win, but I got a very funny cookie that you can use to decorate a cake in the main hub of this game. And it's of King Dedede, but he's flexing, you know, and it very, very much is adorable. This game, it's adorable. Spookly, you called it. So anyway, ooh, rando dude. I wonder how many of these are actually people and how many might be CPU players. I don't know. I'd like to think they're all actual people. We'll see. So we'll try it again. So first round is the race round, right? And you can sort of get a little bit of a boost by rolling down slopes as opposed to going up. So if you jump up a hill and then roll down, or even if you hit that hill at the apex, that usually helps a lot. Oop. Oh boy, oh boy, I am doing so poorly right there. Yikes, I don't know what got into me there. And I'll save this. See, we have to try and crush this cookie so that we can get through. Let's see, I didn't do that well, but I can kind of go like that. I'm going to grab those. Even though it meant losing a bit of the lead, that's all right, because I can go this way and then try to nab that. Oh boy, they're definitely going to get a win there. That's all right. I'll go for the 20. There we go. And I'm probably in 2nd place. Yeah. Oh, by a fair amount. That's okay. All right, now, so the second round, check this out. They're going to be, in this particular one, I believe the strawberries are going to appear on enemies. That's what it is, yeah. There we go. So that's the way this particular one works. You're going to try to knock out all of the enemies to get those strawberries. And it took me too long to actually figure that out, so I'm not doing great. That's okay. It's all right. Rando dude's in the lead. Try and get some of these strawberries. Appears we are on a birthday cake of some sort. Oh, come on. Aw, really? Okay, well, fine. There we go. Sometimes you get lucky and can kind of... Wah! Ah, darn. Anyways, sometimes you can get lucky and be making your approach as someone else actually breaks through the barricade. In that case, you have a little bit of speed advantage as you go through. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I don't love this. Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh, no. Okay, come on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't love this. No. I don't love this. I want that 50. I want that 50. I want that 50. Yes, there we go. Whew. First place. So, doesn't mean I've won. It just means, you know, I'm in first place. Pixel Knight, hello. Oh, no. It sounds very unpleasant. Okay, final round. Oh, boy. I want to get away from all that nonsense there, as they can easily do some damage. And let's see what I get. Tornado. I like Tornado. I like that. Dump them around. That does help. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hype, hype, hype. Okay, I gotta get away. Gotta get away. All right. Oh! Oh, wow. All right, let's do this. Try and avoid all this nonsense here. Oh, boy. I don't love most of that. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. Get away, get away, get away. Oh, boy. They are just causing a whole bunch of problems over there. I'm going to take that jelly. It's short lasting when you are this big. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Do I have anything that I can utilize here to try and stay alive? No! Oh, no. That took 40 of my strawberries. That is not good. Not good at all. Oh, no. And that just took another 40 right there. But hopefully I'm doing all right. Animate Barrel, good to see you. Network error, no. Shoot. I feel like that would have been a win. Ah, that is the first time I've had network errors in this game. Very disappointing. Well, let me show you the cake, and let's just say hello to Animate Barrel here. This is the cake here. I've gone ahead and decorated it with some various things, but I think... Yeah, here, I can show you. Oh, I wanted to actually view the collection. Let's do that. There we go. So, after last night, I acquired... That sounds like the beginning of Rickroll. Never give you up. Oh yeah, this is the one. Look at that. This interface is cute. Kirby makes such a good bowling ball. This is a fantastic game. I think it's $14, something like that. Anyway, yeah. I managed to get that right there last time. Cracks me up. And yes, this is a fantastic interface. Costumes and colors, you can see. You can put all sorts of hats on. There's a lot of fun ones, some from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I still have more to unlock. And then you have different colors too. So I've got a whole bunch here. But I currently just like to use the classic Kirby. It just feels right to me. So That's the way I do things. But Pixel Knight says, I'm doing some stuff for a work program that I'm forced to do, by the way, thankfully to keep me sane when not watching the program's video by a man who I'm convinced is just a robot. I watched a British guy rant about how terrible Twilight is. Ugh. Pixel Knight says, those books are somehow worse than I thought. The writer has a trend with most of her romances, and some of the really bad elements, mainly how the real Native American tribe in it is portrayed. If I make videos about books, I would rip those apart. I have never read Twilight or watched Twilight, but I've been to the place in Washington where they are supposedly set, which my understanding is the writer had never visited. She just looked up one of the rainiest and wettest places in the United States and went with that. Don't read or watch Twilight, Spookly says. Okay, you got it. I solemnly swear that I will most likely probably not ever read or watch Twilight. But you know what? I gotta say this. I did actually encounter some Franciscans. I was on a retreat, and we were talking about, talking about God, because that's what you do on a retreat. And and we had a discussion on art and seeing God in creation, and then the sub-creation, that which artists co-create with God, and so seeing something holy in all things, and something sacred, and we had specifically a conversation about Twilight, because I don't really remember how it came up. I think I may have, not even having watched these books or movies, made some comment about, what is Twilight, would you consider that to be like fine art, pointing the participant to to that which is holy and good and unitive and true, and the funny thing is, they basically were like, well, yeah. And I was like, what? But it was good. Those Franciscans can see the good in everything. So, but I've never watched or read. My only context for Twilight, it really, as funny as it is from Parks and Recreation. There's a whole episode where a father wants to get closer to his daughter, and so requests that the Parks and Rec department include a copy of Twilight in a time capsule that they'll be burying, and to commemorate some anniversary of Pawnee or something like that. I don't quite remember. Anyway, I just remember that. I just remember that. Well, I guess I didn't really need that, but all right. I do worry from what I had heard, though. What is this? Let's see. Was it the... I don't know what the 50 is referring to. This is kind of a funny looking cake. It's almost like a Band-Aid cake or something. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, get away. All right. Well, we got a few. Oh, Cheese Whiz. Now, I love Cheese Whiz. I gotta say. I do love me some Cheese Whiz. That is a guilty pleasure on occasion. Can't do it all the time, but get a box of crackers and some Cheese Whiz. I used to like this version of Cheese Whiz that wasn't actually in the little can dispenser. Instead, it was in like a bag, and there was this particular area where you could puncture a little X, and so it would squeeze out kind of like a pastry bag with a shape. I mean, it was just, when you think about it, it's actually pretty gross, when you think about what you're eating, it's basically liquefied cheese in a bag. But darn it if I didn't like it. Hey, there we go. Oh, can't get under that. I'm too big. Can't go on the special boosting pads. It's a nice way to give an advantage to players that are falling behind, you know? Really, that is actually a very clever game design mechanic. So, you know, you don't have to worry about if you are falling behind, you know, hey, there's a little chance to catch up by using those boost pads. Real cool. All right. there's apparently some Twilight debate in the chat. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, man. Anyway. Ooh, it's grill time, everybody. Let's make this happen. The fight is on. I need to get something. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Oh, boy. I want another box. I want another box. I am doing all right, and that worries me. That worries me a lot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, they're going to get me. Oh, no, they're going to get me. Oh, no, they're going to get... Oh. Dagnabbit. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, they've got stuff. No, no, no. I don't like this. Gotta get away. All right. Do I have something here? There we go. Come on. Ooh, trying to stay alive here. Trying to stay alive. Do I have anything that I can use? Yeah. Yeah, I do. In fact, I do. Oh, man, I gotta try and stay alive, though. Oh, yeah, that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. Okay, Spookly, that's fair. That's a first place right there. I'm feeling very confident about that. There is no way. Look at this. I'm a big boy. Not familiar with that. Nice grill run. Thank you, Spookly. Look at that. Wow. By 130 some odd, or roughly 130 cherries, strawberries. That's not bad. That's a victory. That is a victory. Hey, look, I can be a grape. That's actually pretty adorable. I kind of want to be a grape now. Oh, look at the little Scully there. All right. I like this because you have art from across the history of the franchise. I've got the collector's edition. What was it? The anniversary edition, I think. 20th anniversary, 30th anniversary of the Kirby franchise. Must have been the 20th because it was on the Wii. And that has a bunch of the classic games plus a really nice art book. And it's amazing how much the art for this game evolved over time. Especially here in the United States, the original iteration of Kirby on the cover for the Game Boy game, he was all white. It's a little ghost. It wasn't this cute little pink blob. He was just a little white guy. A little white puff of Casper. So... Okay. Staying alive, staying still. Well, that's funny. All right. And away we go. Let's roll out. Oh, man. Ah, nice classic songs, too. That's another thing that's cool about this game. Whee! Look at that nice boost I received. Whee! Nice boost again. Oh, come on. Come on. What are you going to do? Oh. All right. Do I get to do a thing? Nope, I don't. Oh, I guess I got strawberries. That's what it was. So that was a bit wasteful on my part. Oh, well. All right. Try it again. Why not? Why not? There we go. All right. Oh, that's the way you go through that. Oh, boy. You're going to have a nice advantage there. Oops. All right. And down we go. That's the way we roll. See, again, you got to jump. Got to use those jumps. So I like this a lot better than Fall Guys. Now, we could play Fall Guys to compare, but I really think that this game takes that Fall Guys formula. It plays better. It's more fun. It's quicker. I think Fall Guys, at least as I remember it, because I have not played it in several months, Fall Guys tried to have too many different modes, and a lot of them just lasted too long. And, yeah, you know, considering you had something like 100 people, I don't know if it was quite that many, maybe 50, at the start of a game. You had I think it was 100. You had so little chance of actually beating everyone else. Where this, you have, I think, a dozen. So your odds are a lot higher. And I think, you know, everyone wants to win. So I think this makes sense. By the way, if you noticed, while I was on the frozen treats, I was all slipping and sliding. I like that. I think it's a nice touch. Boy, this is making me want dessert. Anyone else getting hungry? Oh, boy. I don't like that. Whatever. 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 There we go. No. 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 My 50 strawberries. My strawberries. Not your strawberries. I get these strawberries. Anyway, Beryl, it's so nice to be able to hang out early in the evening. I know lately you haven't been able to come as early. Also, in Discord, I saw your most recent pottery, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, man. Hey-oh. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's my business, not your business. That's my business. Oh, Selena. Okay, fair play. All right. I guess that's how we're going to do that. I got to get away from this. Oh, boy. Now they've got that. I don't like this. Woo! I don't love that. Don't like that either. Not a big fan. Oh, really? Oof. Still in first, but not really feeling like I'm doing that great. Ooh. Come on, get those strawberries. Get them, get them. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. They got me. No. No, 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 no. All right. Well, I don't feel great about that one. But yeah, Kirby hitting the screen. That's good, right? It's just good fun. It's good fun. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Okay. Ooh. It may not be as close as I thought. That's a win. That is a win. Booyah! Feeling good about myself. I'll take it. Not too shabby. Ooh, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror Memorial Song 1. Actually, I don't think I ever played Kirby and the Amazing Mirror yet, so don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. All right. But you know what, Pixel Knight? Let's do this. Enough talking about a Twilight, because one of the things I don't like is being... How do I put this? We can be critical, and I think you've been fair, but I feel like belaboring it could tip things. somebody put a lot of effort and hard work into this. And, it may not be the best thing ever. And it is certainly something that we can be critical of. But especially considering I really have nothing to say, I can't contribute to this conversation. I think enough said about Twilight. But thank you for the suggestion there. Let's continue playing. I saw an announcement that the second Spider-Man is coming to Blu-ray soon. Is this correct? Have you seen this, by the way? I think it was announced today, perhaps. I'm not totally sure. But the other thing, too, last thing I should mention is, somebody out there might actually really like Twilight, and then I don't want them to feel bad. Animate Bro says, what's the last good book you read that wasn't the good book? Hey, I like that. Good question. Let's see. Probably I would have to say it. Well, see, I keep thinking of all these theology books. I did read a really good book in preparation for, or in discerning the diaconate about the role of service in the ministry of the diaconate, and that was really good. But the last fun book, I find it fun to read the other things too, but just, the sort of just for fun book for me, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a great book, but it was you may not count this, it was a manga, but I was actually reading the Dragon's Crown manga. I read both volumes of that. It was just fun. But the book that I started, and I've sort of been on again, off again, sort of with, which is embarrassing because I started it months ago, is a High Republic Star Wars book. And I enjoy it, but I keep getting to a point where I'm like, oh, I can't, I don't feel like reading it right now, or can't do that just yet. And so I've got to read something else first. So I keep putting it aside, but I've been really enjoying it. I'm about halfway through maybe, and it's really a good Star Wars novel. It's one of the best ones that I've read in a while, especially of the newer novels. So, yeah. It's actually the first of the High Republic novels. I forget the name of it, but it was a copy I purchased after getting a few other books in the High Republic series and thinking, I really would like to explore this. And I had gotten a couple comics, the High Republic Adventures comics. And so I thought, well, I should probably read the first novel that sort of kicked this off. So, anyway. There you go. There you go, Pixel Knight. Pixel Knight says, I'm usually a lot less mean. Pixel Knight? Pixel Knight's a lot less mean. But yeah, the don't let it consume you just makes me think of Star Wars now after we were talking about that. Boy, I didn't do so hot there. Pixel Knight, now on to rambling about other things that have nothing to do with the stream. Oh, it's funny. Hey, a big thank you to everybody here who is just here just to hang out and watch. It's always lovely to do that. And then also to everyone who in this last month contributed financially. I don't often say it. I don't say it often enough. But I got a payout today, and I was just thinking about how awesome it is that because of that, I can, save up. I'm saving up for some more stream upgrades and more games and things. And it really is appreciated, even if I, again, don't always or rarely ever make a point, of saying it just like this, Oop, Hopkins is going to get there. Hopkins, you deserve it. I'll take the 20. Well done. All right. I have not yet, Stillwell. No, I have not. I actually haven't read any of... Well, the only Old Republic stuff I've read... Oh boy. No, now that would be very intriguing, I gotta say. The only Star Wars Old Republic content that I have read is the original Dark Horse Omnibus. One of them, I think it was the first of the Old Republic omnibuses. And then the comics surrounding the release of the Old Republic. And then I did read through the entire series of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the Dark Horse re-release that was later, and that is an excellent series. I really like that one. I felt like that was just such a well-produced comic with beautiful artwork, compelling characters, great story arcs, and it had a special place in my heart. Mostly, I think, because I've always liked that era of Star Wars, and I think that it did a great job of capturing what makes that era so cool. Chiefly that it's this sort of, if you will, fantasy era of Star Wars, which is already like space fantasy. So, anyway. Alright, I'll have to check it out, Stillwell. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Let's see. This is going to be a close one. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I lost. Oh, yeah, I'm second place. By a pretty big margin. Wow. All right, Hopkins. GG. Anime Bro says I'm getting hungry. It's easy to do with this. It's easy to do. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Pixel Knight, the comment before this one makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know any of what you're talking about. But, friends, it is actually, unfortunately, ad time. So, I'm going to go ahead and move over to this screen so that you all can enjoy chatting with me. If you have ads, my apologies if they started prematurely. Boom. Sucks.
Hey, listen. flex, but okay.
And welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? Still, well, it may have been Blueberry. Harem! What?
It was I who
Wow.
allowed your rebel
Scooter,
friends
what?
to subscribe to your channel.
Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Ah,
Resub.
straight and to the point. Here's a little blast from the past just for you, Harem, as I know you're a fan of the old Sony. There you go. A little bit of dust on that controller. There we go. Look at that shiny controller. By the way, do check out my Twitter if you have not done so already. I posted some pictures of a pretty cool thing. I think I got to show at least, well, you know what? I'll just show this. This was inside of a bigger box. This is one component. Oh, yeah. That is all for now. That's all for now. But yes, Harem. I got the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Masters Edition. Finally came in. That was a really cool thing. And I'm very excited to continue finishing up my playthrough of that, as well as eventually I'll be doing some kind of unboxing, a more official one than just showing a few of the best parts there. So I get you, Harem. That happens to me. Oh no! Anime Barrel. Maybe it's time for a Grimace birthday meal. But I think in the meantime, we got to go over here and, yep, hop into online mode again and get a random match. We've had 16 victories. I feel like that's probably okay. I don't know what the stats are here, how many games I've played versus how many games I've won. But, you know, I'll take it. It was a bit humbling playing with a few friends online with Fortnite to look at the stats and see how few times I've actually won. Oh well. Scooter, are you wanting to hop in? Because I would love to play with you. Yes. I'm basically playing whatever. If people do want to see something different, I can move over to something different. But it's nice to play this game. It's just chill. I don't have to think too hard. Wee, 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 wee. I do like rolling in the teacup here. One nice thing about these menus is that you really do have a good chance to work on the mechanics of this game, which I like. By the way, we had Iron Rusty in here earlier. I feel like I do need to give him a shout out. If you don't know Iron Rusty is an IRL friend, and he is absolutely crushing it in the world of Metroid speedruns. You can also follow him in the chat there. He is a clean streamer as well, family friendly. Again, plays speedruns and actually helps create speedruns for games like Super Metroid, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and others. Very knowledgeable about retro games. He's an IRL friend, a really nice guy. And so I thought I would give a shout out there to my friend Iron Rusty. Go check him out. He'll probably be streaming tonight, if he's not already streaming, to be honest. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Oh, dear. Don't roll off. But I just did. I didn't listen to myself. I wasn't paying attention. Here we go. Oh, waffles. Okay, well, I guess I go for the 20. Yikes. Anywho, that worked. Whoa! Look at Glimmer. It's terrifying, actually. I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, it's... I will not eat green waffles, Sam I am. I will not eat green waffles and yellow pads of butter. Brother, I don't know. I lost the plot. But Scooter, pick up the game, get it ready. We'll have to do some more playing. I don't think I'm going to win this one. Ooh-wee, woohoo. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Uh-oh, that could be bad. I'm glad I got out of the way from that. Oh, but he's ready for another. Oh, he's ready for another. He's a mean boy. I keep getting the darn strawberries. I mean, that is what I want, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Ooh, oh no! Oh boy. Oh, they're gonna get all that stuff, huh? Oh, okay, that worked out. That worked out. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh no. Okay, they're gonna get that. I think Glimmer is gonna win. I think so. Whew. The long-awaited sequel to Green Eggs and Ham, Green Waffles and Yellow Butter Things. You know it. You know it. Oh boy. Oh, I got spiked. Oh, but I got 10 strawberries. I'll take those, thank you very much. Oh man, Sky People. Stop it. I'm already in 4th. I don't need this nonsense. Alright, maybe I did need that. Huh. I guess I don't know how to use Spike. Let's get it. Let's get. Oh my gosh, piece of that cake is missing. I did not expect that. When did that become a thing? Oh, wow. Even though it was underground, that fort must have hurt. Whoa! 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 Come on now. Okay, well, this is a thing, I guess. Alright. Alright. Oh, well, that didn't really work to my advantage. Oh my gosh. Overtime. Yikes. Sure, please. I'll take the overtime. Oh, what? I'm so bad. I'm doing so poorly. Alright. Well, that's a whole thing right there. That's a thing and a half. Let's see how I did. By the way, again, for anyone who came in with the raids or who's new around here, I'm Mana. I am a clean streamer with a focus on wholesome games, Nintendo, indie, and I love some retro games on original and official hardware. That's me. If you like what you see, please do consider a follow and join in. And how did I win that? How did I win that? How did I win that? I didn't even realize that. I look over and all of a sudden there's a victory screen. What? Oh, what? That was a close game. Yeah, I call hacks here and says, "Oh my gosh, that was a whole thing." All right, you know, I'm pleased as punch. That is as nice as rice. I think I have to go eat some green waffles and yellow butter pads. Hey, that was cool. Scooter, are you ready if I hop out so that I can create a password mode for us? Didn't I just get that one? I feel like I did. Whatever. I got a kind block. All right, sounds good. So let's go back to the home table. I love the music in this. It's so good. All right. Main menu, online. Oh, back. Online. Password match. Let's make the password something easy to input, but you know, let's do oh, I can't do banana of mana. I was gonna do, but I can do Nana of mana. Nana of mana. Boom! It's a Nana of mana. That's what it is. All right. Don't question. Don't question. Don't question it. It's all good. It's all good. We're on the same page. We'll let Scooter again. Ghost, just wanted to pop in and say hi. I can't stay, dude. Bad storm knocking out our Wi-Fi. Hope you got some wins in Kirby tonight. So far, I have. And also, Ghost, I am so sorry I have not gotten back to you. I saw your message there. And Mario Kart, you and me, got to do that. Got to do it. And thank you for reaching out to me as much as you have. It's actually been very helpful. And as I've been kind of down this week, looking at that and realizing other people are going to take initiative that maybe I ought to, it is actually encouraging. So thank you for that. I suppose we could hop into the quad, Scooter, if you'd like, just for a little bit. We'll see. I may opt out of voice chat because I might get overwhelmed, to be honest. I'm pretty socially spent. So let's see if we start it, you know, that's fine. And then, like I said, I reserve the the right to opt out. Hey, Scooter.
Yeah, no pressure at all. No pressure at all.
Thank you. How are you doing?
We'll keep it nice and chill. I'm not worried about it. I'm kind of still waking up.
Fair enough. Thank you so much, Ghost Kid. I really do appreciate that. Yes, it's been a bit of a... Oh, I'm breaking up. Ooh, what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
It's been a bit of a challenge this week. Okay, hopefully that was just a small fluke. But anyway. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hit confirm, and I believe then we get mixed up with other random players, so that's good.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Stayed up a little late last night, as you know.
I mentioned it on the stream earlier, but it's pretty cool that you've got a 3DS with capture card now.
Yep, I am borrowing it, and he said you can keep it as long as you want to stream it on it, because he has no use for it right now. All right. Works for me.
That is pretty awesome. So what games do you feel you would like to collaborate on? And everyone in the chat, if you have any suggestions on multiplayer 3DS or DS games that you would like to see Scooter and I attempt to play on stream with a Khadgar collaboration, feel free to chime in.
Yeah, please. I'm actually looking for ideas to do, because I'm kind of a little out of my 3DS like element, because I don't play it as much anymore, because so much other things.
Oh, it's hard with older hardware, you know. They're especially middle older hardware.
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
Oh, why did I use it then? Dangnabbit. I missed my opportunity.
Jelly.
I done goofed. But the 3DS is a pretty solid system as I've been going back and playing it. It had so many fun little bonuses. Oh, come on. Oh, nope, they're gonna go that way. Fine.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Like, I feel like the 3DS just, I mean, It definitely is a system that kept getting better and better. It had its bad start, but it really flourished probably within like I would say it started to like really get good within the next 3 years it was on the market.
I think you're right. Yeah, it's a shame that it really didn't do better at the start, but it was pretty pricey. I think that was the biggest turnoff for people.
Yeah, when you have very little content to give and you ask for that kind of price, it really turned a lot of people off, which is at least, I mean, because Nintendo didn't have to do it, but at least they did add the ambassador program for people who did buy it. So that was a nice little touch.
Agreed. And eventually they got there. But it's sort of funny to think now that it didn't start off going gangbusters, because it ended up being a very successful system. And looking at it at the end of its lifespan, I mean, it just has a great library. It's got a really fun eShop, as well as all of those games using Street Pass and some unique features. And I still love the 3D on it.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. This is why I'm really excited to get into it now. I mean, I won't be able to show the 3D aspect of it, but there's just so many good games on there, and a lot of them are very unique to the 3DS. You know, you get a really nice experience. So I'm very excited to go through them, especially including the DS, because so many good DS.
Yes, the DS. When you open that up and suddenly you've got the DS library to also enjoy. Whew, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, back in the days when they actually cared about backwards compatibility.
Oh, look at this. Seth Haskell's in the house. Says, hello, Mr. Mana. How goes the strawberry hunting? It goes well, especially now I've got Scooter in with me. Do you want to join in as well? I am in a password room with the password as Nana of Mana. N-A-N-A, like banana. N-A-N-A of
so
Mana.
hard. I laughed so hard.
Nana of Mana.
I wish I was like on the camera or on the voice at that point, because I would laugh so much.
It's like, why not?
Well, because you know I always call you Banana Man.
Exactly, exactly.
That was a great reference. I love it.
It was just unfortunate that I couldn't fit in all of the word banana.
Yeah.
But I think
wow.
Nana worked out. Ooh, I just got taken out.
Yeah, I did too. It hurts.
Ooh, Scooter in first place.
I won't take my strawberry.
Don't take my strawberries. Ooh, sorry. Oh, they're all on the other side of the screen here.
Whoa! Why did I go that way?
Ooh, I'll take these, thank you. If nobody else is. Woo, okay. How do we do?
Delicious.
How do we do?
I don't know. How did we do that? Let's take a look.
You could win this because
maybe? I don't know.
it's close.
I feel
You
like
could.
I'm gonna be a little rusty at this game. Most blueberries mitten. Okay. Most copy food abilities.
Oh. Interesting.
Whoa. Well, yeah, we definitely did not win.
But it was close. Look at that. It was super close.
Yeah, 225 to 237, only by 12. We did really good.
They just had a few of the bonuses, and
They
that's
pretty
how
much
this
got
game
all the
goes.
bonus.
Yeah.
You know, like Mario Party.
Yeah, right.
We're like Mario Party.
Except there's more skill in the bonuses of this. It's not just all random.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Let's see here. Pixel Knight says, I watched a bit of the movie Young Sherlock Holmes. Need to finish it because it's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Seth is dabbing because Animate Braille says, you missed me spamming Unidab stickers.
Because why not?
Why not? Exactly. Ooh,
Dab
that's
it
a
up.
fun one. Kirby's Blowout Blast.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
All right.
I know if Evil Guy was here right now, he'd be like, Chase, this is the sign. You need to go back and finish Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
I do too. I never finished that game. I played a whole bunch of it, and then other stuff took my attention away.
Yeah,
And
that's
I never
pretty much what
streamed
happened.
it, but I also never. Did.
Yeah, I think I got like about 3 hours in the stream, and I was loving it. And then a lot of different other things happen. You know, streams difficulties, and then what was it? stream difficulties, and then I got my Wii U fixed, and I'm like, oh, well, I should stream my Wii U.
We
and
gotta
I've
play
already
that.
got it out right now. Oh, and speaking of that, the audio issue that I had, my friend Mochi, who was over here as you saw yesterday, he was able to fix it for me. So he's done amazing
good.
for me the past few days.
Harem's heading off to bed because I've got a few things to do before work. No worries, Harem. Take care. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for that resub. And
Hey.
sleep well, my friend.
That's awesome.
And is
So-
there anyone who would like to join in? I've got the password listed up there. You've got about a minute before the game's automatically going to take us into the standard matchmaking.
So, man, what do you think about the Kirby's Tilt and Tumble? How cool was it? They actually made the gyro on Switch make it work with the Tilt and Tumble of the Game Boy. And that's crazy. That's awesome.
I love that they've done it. I have not yet tried it, but I love that they've done that. And it opens up a lot of clever gaming that Nintendo did back in that era with games that had rumble and games that had tilt. And so I hope that they continue to use that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This definitely brings up, like, maybe they'll bring that Yoshi Tumble. I can't remember what that one's called.
Yoshi's Tilt and Tumble?
No, well, that's Kirby's.
Oh.
I don't know. Yoshi had
Tilt-
one, too. I can't remember.
Yeah, Yoshi, Topsy Turvy.
Topsy-Turvy, thank you. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think that would be super cool. Well, we can hope that Nintendo's only going to continue to improve these online services. I think it would be really nice.
Absolutely, 100%.
A
But
Netflix of Nintendo games, if you will. I'd be down for that.
basically, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I hope that they do continue as well, because they're definitely getting somewhere with it. But my question is, they actually just announced another set of Game Boy Advance games, if you haven't heard
That's
about that.
right. What was it again now?
The Fire Emblem games. The two
That's
Fire Emblem
right.
games
Yes, yes.
come on the 23rd. So just a week
Another
away.
another thing, which I think was probably pretty smart, is when they sort of shadow dropped the all of the Mario games, the Mario Advance games
yeah.
specifically.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that.
It was just nice to have them all there, even though, to be honest, it's unlikely
They're-
that I'd play those over the other versions.
The only one I honestly feel is worth playing compared to the other ones, because it does give it a different experience, is the original Super Mario Advance, which is Super Mario Bros. 2. That gives you a whole new feeling of playing that.
Really? What's different about it?
For one thing, a lot more voice acting in that one compared to the others. Like,
Really?
yeah, and the funny thing, here's actually a little funny fact. So with Birdo, Wart, and everyone, all voice characters was done by the Princess Peach at the time, which I think was Jen Hale.
Okay.
Jennifer Hale, I believe her name was, and Charles Martinet. They
Nice.
did every single voice. So that Wart and Birdo and all of them, it was just them two.
Huh.
So that's an interesting fact. But yeah,
I did not know any of that, and now you've made me want to pick that up. Uh-oh, Scooter's in the
it's
lead.
an interesting little factor. I didn't realize it, but then I listened to the voices again. I'm like, you know what?
Oh no!
A lot.
What have I done?
I'm like, how did I not know that?
Sorry, Scooter. Oh, owie, owie. That hurt. Oh, I am really messing up right now. Oh, wow. And somehow I'm not actually at the very last place. I'll take that. Oh, I kind of am. That's all right. Where's Avenging
Avenging?
Spirit? Yes, that actually just got a limited run release.
I have never heard of that.
It is a little ghosty game. It's, yeah. I don't know too much about it. I've never played it, but I saw the game listed on Limited Run Games, a reproduction copy, and
Yeah.
it looked pretty cool. But speaking of, I guess, reproduction copies, older Game Boy titles and whatnot, how do you feel about Grimace's birthday game for the Game Boy Color?
I mean, I kind of feel like I should try it.
Ditto,
Put it that way.
ditto.
Speaking of that, I actually did go to McDonald's recently with his name's Mochi, and we actually tried the Grimace shake.
And what did you think? I thought it was delicious.
I thought it was good too. It gave me that feeling of like a mixed berry yogurt.
Yeah,
That's what it gave me.
it was fresher than others, less
Yeah.
dairy and more yogurt, sure.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But yeah, I thought it was delicious. It was definitely more refreshing. It's definitely, honestly, one of the best shakes that McDonald's has had in years. Because ever since they went away with the triple thick shakes, which I think that was like the best time for McDonald's shakes, they just have never had the best quality and consistency,
Okay.
personally, in my opinion. But yeah, I would like them to keep that one around because that one was actually pretty good.
Yeah. And that's funny, Pixel Knight. Pixel Knight says, I basically just looked up weird Game Boy games and said a random one. Ooh, look at that.
All right, I'll take second place. I'm fine with that.
Woohoo, woohoo. All right. So again, if anybody wants to join in, feel free.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a funny hat.
Oh, Gooey. Yep, good old Gooey. Oh, I got the Mennonite costume.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
What level are you?
I am level 24.
Okay. I am 68.
Yeah, you definitely played this a little bit more than I have. Honestly, I think the few times I've played this was with you, truth be told.
Could be, yeah. But you've played this and Fall Guys. In fact, you wanted to play some Fall Guys with me with the Street Fighter event going on.
Yes, because they have the Chun-Li and Guile.
What is your thought on the differences between the two, and what do you like about this over the other and that over this one?
Well, I mean, I guess the one... that's actually a very interesting thought. Because in a way they feel similar, but in other ways they're different. Oh, it's interesting thought. I think I never really thought about comparing them, but you know, it actually makes a lot of sense to compare them when you actually think about it. Honestly, I think they're just both really, really fun, truth be told. Like, they feel that, now that I'm looking at it, like, yeah, they do kind of feel the same, but at the same time, they still kind of have their own little different take on it.
Agreed.
I guess one thing I do like that this one kind of has like the Mario Kart element where it has items that you can use during the race and stuff like that. Whereas with Fall Guys racing and stuff, where like it's pretty clear cut.
That's a good point, yeah.
So I think maybe if Fall Guys did try to add some item thing, it could make it even more interesting. But it's not necessarily something that they have to do because Fall Guys, you know, what I've always said is, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Personally.
How much do you like Fall Guys?
I think it goes in the same category with a lot of these multiplayer type games. I'll love to play it with people, but on my own, I probably wouldn't play it very much. It kind of goes in the same kind of categories with a lot of those. I think it has to do with a lot of the repetition behind it, though. I do feel like Fall Guys does actually have quite a bit of variety with the gameplay. Like after the race, you can like try to chase tails to keep the tails and like try to stay on this platform and stuff. So it definitely does have some more variety compared to other free-to-play type games. So yeah, it definitely does in that regard, but yeah, it goes to the same category as like eventually I'm gonna want to play something else, and
I think
I think it's more of a
I a couple of things that I mentioned earlier in the stream, I think before you got here, is that Fall Guys feels like it's too much of an investment for not enough chances of winning. I've actually never gotten a crown in the game, although I have not played a ton of it. But
I think I might have only gotten like one, maybe. If.
considering that
That's a good
it
point.
takes so long to go through a lot of those challenges, because several of them are very involved, and
Yeah.
you've got so many people that you're competing against right off the start, whereas this game, I think it's maybe a dozen, and that I think it's like 100.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. You know, sometimes so that's more like maybe too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very good thought.
And when I think about games like Fortnite, let's say, it's, you know, a similar investment of time, but there's so many side quests and things that that make it feel like your time is at least working towards something. Where with Fall Guys, even with all of their battle pass, if you will, it feels like a lot of times it's just it's like, well, I don't really want that stuff, you know. And
No, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. It feels like yeah, you're definitely trying hard as you can and stuff, but then you also feel like at the same time like, are you really getting there?
yeah,
Yeah, so that does make sense. This one definitely feels more, yeah, maybe a little more well-rounded because there's not so many players at once. Because
yeah.
having all those players at once, it really can, what's the word?
And actually, for Fall Guys, a lot of those games I think would be really fun to play just local co-op more than what you have with the online, you know, massive amount of players. You know, just get
or
four
even-
or eight
even
or online,
local.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you like friends, like you get to play with
Right.
your friends.
You know, almost more
That
like
could be-
Splatoon.
Yeah, if they added a way where you could actually play with your friends and you can kind of like create something like that out of that, that definitely could bring some good life to Fall Guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Have your own little tournament of friends that could join, and it's nice that the game can handle a lot of people. So if you do have a big stream and you have a lot of people that want to play, well then there you go. You can actually have a really good game with everyone on there. So that could be a really fun way to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's actually a really good thought. That actually would definitely bring a little bit more value. Which, I mean, so yeah, I guess one up on Kirby's Dream Buffet on that one because they added that.
There you go.
So yeah,
Oh, look, I am just A on Discord right now because of my name change and being on streamer mode, I think. That's kind of interesting.
oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah, you're just a.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh, I got the
that's
Meta
fascinating.
Navy Kirby.
Ooh, sweet.
So,
Hey,
really cool.
who you calling a DeRoach?
DeRoach. I got a new music track, though I can't hear my game right now because, like I said, for some reason before with my Elgato, I don't get this, and with my TV, I'm guessing it has to do with the ARC, like the protection of things. I never understood it because with my TV, if I have my system plugged into the Elgato and to my PC, I have to turn on either in some way or shape or form, I have to turn on the capture card. Whether that's in OBS or the actual software,
Okay.
to have the sound actually pull through. It's the weirdest thing. I never had a TV do this before, so it must be some kind of setting on the TV that I just can't figure out worth the life of me, like how to do.
It might be something with the older Elgato card, because I remember having some issues with it myself. I don't remember what those all were, but I do seem to
it's
remember
possible.
something.
It's very possible.
You know, you may need to get a cheap audio splitter or something like that, perhaps.
Yeah, I was definitely looking into that possible idea too. But it's not the worst thing in the world. And plus, having no audio, it makes it easier to talk with you, so it's not a big deal. It doesn't. This is not one of those games like I need the music to enjoy the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is a good point. You really don't need it. Although there are some audio cues that can be helpful, I found. Do you use a lot of audio cues in games?
For the most part of my streams, I guess it probably depends on the game. But I mean, the only game I really feel like I really need to have like audio cues and stuff like that would probably be something like Fortnite. Because obviously you gotta hear if people are coming by and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously like audio cues are very important in that regard. But most games, I usually don't. Like for example, when we did that Super Mario World race long ago and stuff like that, when I was back in the apartment, stuff like that, I didn't even have the audio on, and that actually did kind of hurt me a little bit because I was flying in the air as you know with the cape, and I couldn't hear when I was bouncing. You know, like,
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
you know, some
Use
games
your
do
jelly.
have
Use
that
your jelly.
So that was, oh, I didn't know jelly could do that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Things I learned.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to share that little bit of goodness with you.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
I had a chance to be in the cannon and I missed it. Biffed it.
Oh, you missed it.
I fell off the ledge there. Oh. As I just did again. Oh my goodness.
One thing's for sure, this game really makes me hungry.
I know. I could probably go for a burger all of a sudden.
Oh, I know it's crazy how crazy the food looks. It looks so good.
Like, I don't need a burger. Don't really want a burger. But boy, I could go for a burger right now.
Yeah, but this game definitely makes me want to get a burger.
Animate Barrel, I'm so happy that you're back.
Welcome back.
And Spookly says, I can't play Minecraft without audio.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's completely fair. Some people can play games without audio, and some people really need it to kind of like push it in and stuff like that. So you know, I can see both sides. I guess another way to put too is like especially games with like story elements, and obviously I want to hear it too.
I've always preferred, where I can, having the game audio. And of course, Minecraft makes a lot of sense too, because with Minecraft, you have a lot of environmental audio cues and, of course, zombie sounds, creeper sounds, But what I've never understood, and this was going back even to the earliest days of NES and whatnot,
Sure.
people who would mute the TV, the game audio, and crank up the stereo and listen to other music unrelated to the game that they're playing. Never understood that.
To me, I guess it depends on what game it is. Like for me, I could do that with there's some games I could do that, like Mario Kart. I could do that, but I actually really do like the Mario Kart soundtrack, so I'm kind of okay with keeping the music. But I guess there's just some games where maybe the music can be a little repetitious, and it's like it'd be nice to have something else playing. Which then in those cases, usually I'll put in like, DMCA free or even my remixes and stuff like that. I guess another good way to handle that situation too, for example, like I know there can be some audio cues in a Tony Hawk game, and it's nice to keep those sound effects on, but obviously, unfortunately with Tony Hawk, it has licensed music that causes issues. So, then that would be another example of when I would have to switch the music out and put in some of my music to make sure that I don't get a copyright strike because of the license. So,
But I'm even talking about non-streaming, people who just do it in their free time.
Oh, I mean, yeah, for me in that, there's not too many cases that I'll do that. Unless the game just does not have like the best audio and I don't really care that much about it, but can't really think of too many times that I've actually done it that. So that's interesting.
Now, Metal Ryan Cluster asks an excellent question. What is my favorite type of food? And it's sushi, actually. In fact, I haven't really been feeling that great, and still not feeling that great. Now, kind of feeling sick too. Which, by the way, Mana Sprout still has a fever. It went away, came back. It's this whole thing. Anyway, but I wasn't feeling so hot, kind of nauseous and whatnot. And so I went ahead, and for dinner I wanted something kind of light. I had just some California rolls, real simple. And so sushi is my favorite. And I also really like Eastern European foods, a lot of kind of comfort foods, sausage, pierogi, klatskis, pierogi,
Okay.
Sauerkraut.
Oh, I can't get any
Nice
sauerkraut.
job.
Hey, I got to win.
Yeah, GG.
Thank you.
Also,
actually,
beet soup. Beets and beet soup.
Beet soup?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Fortunately, I could never get into sauerkraut. It might be hard for me because as a kid, when they had the school cafeteria, so I shouldn't probably compare it as much because that probably wasn't even really good sauerkraut. When they had those sandwiches and stuff, and I tried it once, I never wanted to try it again. So that those can have an effect on what you would eat. But maybe I should give it a try again because maybe my taste bud has changed over time. So who knows? Maybe I would like that, but it's hard for me to want to because I'm like, I remember that taste, and I'm like, but again, it's cafeteria food. It probably is not the same.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard sometimes.
Metal Ryan
but I
Cluster
guess
asks, what about ramen noodles, Mana? And I would say I very much like ramen noodles. The way that I use the packages of ramen noodles is that I boil it with some frozen vegetables thrown in to give me an easy way to add vegetables to my ramen. And
like that.
sometimes I'll even drop an egg in it, and basically it's like a poached egg, It's really good.
I've even done scrambled eggs, and I put a little soy sauce on it, and it's amazing.
Now, what about you? What is your favorite food?
So everyone should know my favorite food, like my favorite comfort food, especially when it's done right, is baked mac and cheese. Like nothing tops that. It's so amazing and stuff like that. Even like white cheddar mac and cheese, like from Panera, is like very good. But I'm not gonna lie, if you do need fast food mac and cheese, when they have it, because they do it, limited times here and there, Arby's does a pretty darn good mac and cheese. When they did that loaded mac and cheese, that with the bacon and their chicken, oh my goodness, Kendra, she can't eat a lot of it, but she would not stop eating it. I'm like, Kendra, you got to be careful here. But she's like, it's so good, and I'm like, I know it's good, but please be careful.
Now, what is your thoughts on KFC mac and cheese?
I used to love KFC mac and cheese. I used to love the heck out of it. But I'll be honest with you, lately, I don't know if they changed something, but it's not tasted the same. I feel like something's different about it. I don't know, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I will definitely eat it compared to other people's mac and cheese, but it definitely has not hit home in a long time as it used to.
I mean, there's no substitute for a homemade mac and cheese, but
No.
or even a Kraft mac and cheese that has a little extra love in it.
Oh no, for me, honestly, the best mac and cheese you can get to have at home if you're on a quick, on a budget and just for a quick meal, Stouffer's. Stouffer's mac and cheese, it's hard. It is so good. It's actually surprising how good it is for frozen mac and cheese.
Doesn't that also have a nice little crust?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you bake it. If you put it in the microwave, it's still good, but it won't have that little crunch that the oven does. But if you put it in the oven, it's amazing. Stouffer's mac and cheese and lasagna is very tough to beat. Very tough to beat.
Love equals butter, Anime Barrel says. And extra cheese. And milk.
Yeah, definitely.
It's basically dairy.
Uh,
Dairy.
basically, yeah.
Dairy.
Definitely.
uh,
Broccoli mac, yeah, you can't go wrong with some broccoli. Like I actually had that before. They had the
Yes.
they put some of the broccoli cheese soup with the mac and cheese. That was really good at Panera. I remember that. That was really, really good.
My mom, her mac and cheese, if she was doing like, Kraft mac and cheese in a box kind of thing, she would add ground turkey
Okay.
and caramelized onions. And that was always really good.
Interesting.
My mother-in-law makes a real fancy she actually makes us from scratch a mac and cheese, and it's really good. She gets the pasta, she doesn't make the pasta, but
Yeah.
she gets the pasta, and then she adds in a whole batch of cheese that she's sort of got down to a science now, and different types of cheeses all grated and added in, and it's just very melty, gooey. You'd like it, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure I would. That sounds up my area.
But as far-
Another good way to do mac and cheese, I think, is pulled pork barbecue mac and cheese. That is the bomb.
I'm just not a fan of pulled pork. I actually don't really care for the flavor, and it doesn't like me. Sometimes it's dangerous. I've actually choked on pulled pork before, so
Oh, no.
though I love pork.
I've seen people do pulled chicken too. Barbecue pulled chicken. I've seen that done before.
I might be okay with that.
Give that one a try,
Getting back
see
to
if that's
KFC for a moment, though, I'll
Yeah.
just share that my side of choice, I'm curious to know what other people think. My side of choice,
Okay.
actually, really with any fried chicken, is a good coleslaw and mashed potatoes.
I love their mashed potatoes. Their mashed potatoes have always been good. But one thing I miss at KFC? Get rid of the fries and bring back those potato wedges. Why did you let those go?
They're not bad fries, to be fair, and as far as fries go, they're not bad, but fries are just, they're so ubiquitous with fast food, and I feel like KFC's always been one of those fast food places that felt a little less fast foody. And so
It did.
yeah,
It definitely did.
suddenly it's like, well, but I can get fries anywhere else. I want the coleslaw and stuff like that. So I always ask to substitute coleslaw for fries.
Okay. For me, I get rid of the coleslaw and usually, honestly,
Really?
Yeah, the coleslaw is okay. It's just not my forte. I mean, if someone has coleslaw, I'll eat it. It's
I
not-
mean,
it's not-
everyone's entitled to their wrong opinions.
Oh, I feel it. Yeah.
As
But
I
yeah,
push
I
you off
usually
the
get.
ledge.
No, you just did. Obviously, I get the mac and cheese. That is my go-to on that
Yeah.
one for fries and stuff like that. But yeah, usually I get meals that only have one side. I usually don't get ones that have two sides. But if I did have to probably choose another side, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would go for the mashed potatoes and gravy because that really does hit home.
That's a
Sure.
good comfort food. It really is.
It really is.
And
It really
theirs is just, there's something about it. It's so smooth,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is probably instant potato, but they don't make it feel like it is. I've had different types of mashed potatoes, like even from Denny's, and I was so appalled because you could see the specks and stuff of it being instant, and it turned me away.
One
But
moment
surprisingly-
here. Sorry, just a second. But Navi flew in to tell me something, and Animate
Okay.
Barrel is saying goodnight. So Animate Barrel, thank you so much for hanging out. It's always so lovely to hang out with you. And other people are saying I'm getting very hungry. And this is a whole stream. If you want to be hungry, then I am, I guess, sorry, but also happy to
Not
oblige.
sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, Animate Barrel, do good and be well. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being so special. And sleep well. And find your Switch. If you have to
Yes.
take out the wall,
Find that switch.
get your
Find it.
Switch back. Go
Get your Switch
spelunking.
Go spelunking for it. I love it. But it's funny that you mentioned sushi earlier because Mochi actually treated me. He's like, "You've done a lot for me and stuff like that. I'm gonna do something fun for you," because he helped me basically follow my car to make sure that I can make it to the not dealership but discount tire, so I get my car taken care of today. And he's like, "After that, I'm gonna treat you to lunch." So we actually went to a more official hibachi place, and we got some sushi, and we had our shrimp and chicken stir fry, fried rice. It was so good, especially with that yum yum sauce.
Very nice. Very nice.
There is a reason why it's called yum yum sauce. It's yum.
You know what that reminds me of, though?
What?
There's an episode of Community where there's an app that's created, and it's called Meow Meow Beans.
Meow meow.
Meow Meow Beans. I don't know why Yum Yum Sauce, but Meow Meow Beans and Yum Yum Sauce, just the cadence or something. But yeah, Meow Meow Beans is an app where you can rate people, and so it becomes a whole thing. There's this dystopian future that happens in Greendale because of this app. Anyway, that show's good. I also just started a rewatch of Parks and Rec, and
Okay.
yeah, Community and Parks and Rec they've become really my two staple comedy, sitcoms that I can go back to time and time again. They're cut above.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Spookly. Yeah. I've rewatched now Community. I think I've watched the entire series all the way through at least 4 times at this point. And there have been several times where, it's sort of on in the background of certain things that I'm doing. And I just sort of bounce around different episodes. Parks and Rec, I think I've watched through twice. So this is my 3rd time. Well, twice, that is counting originally watching it as it aired. So I missed a few episodes during that. But Community, I never actually watched all the way through from the beginning on when it was airing. So
A few of the shows that I've gone through.
Spookly,
recently-
that's amazing. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Scooter, Spookly just says, my theory is that Community is just a continuation of the show Recess, which, yes, that was a show.
Oh.
Man. I can see it.
I
I
remember that.
totally see it, yeah. And I don't remember if it was part of that show or if it was a part of the sort of ABC One Saturday Morning thing, but there was this whole thing that was like, simmer down, class. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was that? Was that actually a part of the show, or?
Yes, I think it was actually part of the class.
Okay.
Or part of the class.
Part of
Yeah.
the class. It was part of the class.
I mean that's not necessarily wrong.
yeah, right. Yeah, well, it's been a while.
Yeah, that was a good show. Recess was a really good show.
I seem to recall it had that almost like Hogan's Hero theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I'm gonna go back to a school or a show that made me think about like schooling and stuff like that, I always think of Magic School Bus.
Oh yeah. How good is that series?
Definitely better than what it is now when they did that remake.
Oh, you know what? I have not actually watched the remake.
I wouldn't. It would definitely be classified in ones like it just definitely is not nowhere close to what it was. There's only one honest cartoon right now that I feel like the remake has done justice, and doesn't feel just like a quick little cash in, and that's DuckTales. I think they did a very solid job with the remake.
Such a good job. Such a good job.
Yeah. And they actually made Donald Duck more prevalent in the show, and I thought that was really awesome.
That was a great addition. Yeah, agreed. Boy, this is a whole thing right here, isn't it?
I know, this is making me really hungry.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I got to tell you something. Here's a little story for y'all.
Sure.
One of the things that also frustrated me and annoyed me and contributed to some poor mental health this week, I have had the worst luck with things breaking on me, as I've been mentioning. You know, and obviously the mower was one thing, but on Monday, I said I wasn't feeling good, but what the hey, let's grill something. We're gonna grill burgers. All right. Well, first of all, I totally only just recently cleaned the grill that we have so that we could use it, because for a long time it's been sitting there. I knew I needed to do deep clean since the move. Never got around to it. So there are all kinds of cobwebs and stuff. And I had to sort of adjust the... I had to blow air into the lines so that there were no cobwebs that would prevent the propane to go through the parts where the flames come out. I know there's probably technical terms, but I don't know what they are. Anyway, so I'm doing this because the first time I fire it up, after sort of giving it a good clean and a scrub and all this, there's flames coming from the place where like the propane's supposed to vent. You know, it's supposed to go. The flames are supposed to go out of the holes, and there's sort of this little vent for the propane, any excess gases and stuff that's underneath the knobs for the barbecue. So I don't know if I'm explaining this super well, but basically, I imagine like the knob is on this piece of metal underneath it, where there's a long pipe that has the holes for the flames. There's a little exhaust right under here.
Okay.
So the flames were coming under there, so it's actually heating up the metal underneath that knob. So I caught that the first time, blew some air with an air compressor through the lines, and everything was fine. So Monday night, I turn the barbecue on, I close the lid, and I figure I'm going to let it warm up, and then I'll come back with these burgers. And I walk back outside after a few minutes, grateful I didn't burn down the house, because one of the knobs has flown off of this thing. There's charred black all up the nice side of this grill and up into the lid and under the handle. And the bezel, or there's probably another name for it too, but the frame for the knob, the bezel for the knob, that is charred and in a crisp, and it's all sort of melted. So I'm great, you know, I've broken a wheel on this barbecue. This is a nice barbecue, you know. And I'm like, I can't even believe all of this. It's just one thing after another. And oh no, there's an ad break as I'm telling all this. I'm so sorry. I'll finish the story though, and then we'll take a little break for this ad.
Sounds good.
So anyways, I've ordered a couple of parts. They're not an exact match, but they should work. I've got a replacement wheel. That's fine. The knob is a chrome knob, and the bezel is not quite the same shape, but it is, you know, a metallic one that should be similar to the other ones. The other knobs are black plastic. So what I've decided is there's a side grill. I'll put that knob on there and then swap it so the four main burners of the grill will match at least. But, you know, it'll work, but it's the best I could find. You know, I'm sure if I track down, it's a Kenmore. I'm sure if I went on Kenmore's site, I probably could have asked their support and for the exact parts and whatnot. But rather than do that, I found these were universal pieces. I think it cost me, it was, I think, $15 for the bezel and knob. And I thought, you know, it was on eBay. I was like, well, I'll just go with this. But then, not only that, you know, I'm trying to figure this out and clean this up and brush off all the charred bits of this barbecue. which it cleaned up all right. So it'll be okay. There's definitely a side that the coating on the outside was burned away, and it's definitely discolored, but it's fine. It's fine. So I cleaned this all up while I'm also cooking these burgers, and I think I got the burgers all done. I put them on the plate. There's cheese on the top, the whole shebang. And I like no pink in my burger patties. And
Okay, so you like it completely well done.
Yep. So I cut the burger in half, and I notice it's all pink in the middle. I mean, it was probably, I would say, like
mid-rare?
Medium. Medium, I would say, probably more. Medium. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe mid-rare, yeah. But, it probably more like medium. But to me, that's I don't like that. I want no pink, no pink. So, so all the patties, I'm like, not add insult to injury. I don't even want to eat these burgers that I. So anyways, that was my sad story. I thought I would share that with you. Now let's just see here. Ads are over now, so I'm so sorry. So sorry, I missed that ad break there, Middle Rhine Cluster. I should have been more on that, but long story short, yeah, grill no worky.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's not, apparently it's not bad to eat pink. This is what Ms. Mana keeps telling me, but I just personally don't like it.
See, here's my thing about it. Like, I technically like it well done, but the problem with restaurants, when you do well done, they overdo it. They make it more like past well done. So you have to go one down. So that's why I always do a medium well. So then that way you get the well done.
I have found that rather than say any of that, I just say no pink.
No pink? Okay.
No pink because then they get me where I want, because I've said well and they will overdo like you just described, and I've said medium well and they underdo. There's still pink in it. So I'm like, nope, the trick is to say no pink. For me, that's worked for me. Yeah. But I like, I mean, I grew up a lot of steaks. My dad is a well done guy, and so I'm used to that. He does his a little more than I do mine, but I would prefer that over too little of where mine is, because I can eat basically anything after no pink, but anything under, I'm like, nope, grosses me out. I'll eat sushi. I love raw fish, no problem. But
yeah, oh yeah, the sushi was so good. We got it was actually called the Michigan roll, and it was shrimp, and it was so good with avocado and stuff. It was delicious.
Lovely.
Very, very good. And someone at our table got some crab ragoons, and they're like, I can't eat all of these. Do you guys want one? I'm like, yeah, I'll try a crab ragoon. I haven't had one in a while, and they were really good as well. So it was really nice. It was really nice. I appreciate that he did that. I was like, I got you on this one, because I paid for his meal the night before, so
that's cool.
No, it's my turn to do it. I'm like, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. You helped me enough with my car thing. I feel like I should be owing you more than you owing me more.
That's super cool.
But, yeah.
And Spookly, I did not know that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's another good point. Some people can digest it more better.
Well, this has been a really nice stream. I think I'm nearing being done.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's kind of nice that we stuck with this game the whole time, actually.
Yeah, this was actually really fun to go back to. I forget how fun this game is.
It really is, and it's been cool. It's a good one for streaming because it's somewhat of a no-brainer. I mean, once your once your muscle memory kicks in, you're just cruising.
No, pancake.
Yes, pancake.
No pancake. No, I'd go for French toast. French toast over pancake.
Yes, I would agree, 100%. But
And
here's
then
a.
like waffles. Nope, French toast. French toast. all
I'd
the way.
say French toast is the top, waffles second, pancakes third.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what pancakes, like what kind of flavor they did for them. That could make a difference. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, chocolate chip pancakes are pretty good.
I don't like it. I don't like the mix of the sweet and savory. Not a fan. I prefer just a good hearty flapjack with a little bit of butter and a little bit of maple syrup, which I guess is the sweet. Maybe that's what it is. I get my
That
sweet
is the
from
sweet.
that.
I've never tried a crepe. Spookly.
Oh,
I've never
crepes
tried.
actually would be my number one. Spookly,
Okay.
good point. Crepes actually would be my number one. And blintzes, like a cheese blintz.
Never had that. Never actually even heard of that.
Oh, so good. So good. Check it out. It's basically a very, very thin pancake, almost paper-like batter. And the cheese blintzes is that, crepe style, but with this really good, like ricotta cheese, I think is usually what's used.
Okay.
So that's nice and savory. But you can also, with a lot of the crepes, you'll get fruit crepes. You can get dessert crepes. You can get savory, sweet, whatever you want.
I've seen people do even seafood crepe.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Now that's a new one. Oh, server maintenance on this game is starting.
Yeah, I
What?
see that. Yeah. That's okay. I wonder what they're gonna do.
Huh.
Interesting.
Well, I wonder if that means we're gonna get booted after this. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a little sorry.
Going back, Pixel Knight asked me what was I talking about that was bad. Fortunately, I'm not a big fan of a lot of remake cartoons like Powerpuff Girls, and that's a good example. When they did the Teen Titans Go and a few of the other ones, it did not have the feel of what I believe made those shows what they were. And I feel like the only one that I really felt like actually did a good job and still represented what the show was about, and they actually enhanced it in a way by making Donald Duck more prevalent in it, was DuckTales.
Yep. And I agree. I think DuckTales is the remake is actually superior to the original, which is phenomenal since the original is so good. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely the one that comes the closest. Yeah.
also, was it Ben Schwartz? He does a great job in that.
Yeah. And David Tennant as Scrooge. David Tennant
Oh
is
yeah,
great.
that's right. Forgot that. Which I never watched any Doctor Who, so my knowledge of David Tennant is based off of his role as the villain in the Netflix Marvel shows, specifically the Jessica Jones series.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to see Animaniacs,
Same.
but I could believe that would be good.
Ooh, it's close. Look at us, Scooter.
I know.
We're both.
really,
Oh, you
Oh.
might pull ahead. Oh, you're gonna pull
Oh.
ahead. Scooter for the
barely,
win.
maybe.
You're a big boy. GG. That was good. Fampy, hello. Wave from across the globe. Hello. Work is about to start, so I don't have sound on. But hey, I gotta give a big old hey wave to Fampy.
Please do.
Hello. Hello. Hi. This is for Fampy. Fampy,
Fampy,
this is for you. For you. For you.
All for
Fampy.
you. Oh.
Fampy's waving. Fampy's waving. Fampy's waving. Waving.
I get it.
Good job. You get it. For you. Bye. That's awesome. Oh, that made me
Oh,
made me
that's so
smile. That was good. That was good.
That was funny. That made me laugh as much as your reaction to the Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium last night. That was so funny.
I'm telling you, I was had to go into a corner,
Yep, backing into the corner.
curled up in the fetal position.
I think it was Jinx that was giving you the most, and I can understand why. I think it was Jinx.
Yeah, I think it was actually. I just pulled out. Oh, excuse me. I just pulled out back to the home table. Because I think it is actually time for me, as you heard from the yawn. I think it's time that we use a little mana magic. All right. A little bit of mana magic. So it's been really fun. I enjoyed this. I'm glad we got a chance to play. I'm glad I got to show you a little bit of the Star Wars Special Edition there that I got. Wow.
Yeah, that looks good.
You know, in fact, I didn't show this, but there's my shirt tonight. See, like that.
Oh, let's see it. Let's take a look. Nice, a Millennium Falcon. There you go.
So I was in the Star Wars theme. All the magic balls cute. Thanks, Spookly.
Oh, actually, man, I actually picked up a few things myself today. While I was waiting for my car to get fixed, we went to my local store. And that Sega Saturn is still there tempting me, but I can't do it until next month. No one still picked it up and for $150. But I also look at that, and I'm like, the problem with that system is most of the games are over $100 for the US copy. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be such an investment. That's hard. But I really, really want it for my collection because but I did pick up a few things. I did pick up Nier Automata for the Switch for $24. I'm like, that was a good deal.
I've heard people say that it's a good game. It's not really my type of game, so I haven't had a lot of interest, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, I'm very interested. It's from Platinum Games, the same people that did Bayonetta.
Right.
So I'm very curious about that. It was one that was, and funny story about that game. As soon as I saw it and stuff like that, I was really hooked on wanting to play it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hold off. I have this feeling it's going to come to the Switch. It's going to come to the Switch. And people looked at me like, you're weird. Just get it on the other system. I'm like, no. I'm waiting. And sure enough, when I finally did it, then my friends looked at me and I just gave them a smile. Like
it was worth it.
You were saying? I also picked up Prince of Persia Warrior Within on the GameCube. That one looked really interesting. It was only $10. And I picked up a bad game. You know me, I like to show off bad games. And this one is the creme de la creme of bad games on the Wii. Anubis 2. I've heard so many reviews and so many videos. A lot of people say this is one of the worst video games ever made.
Really? I've never heard of it.
Probably for a good reason.
Anubis 2.
Anubis 2. So expect the game was only $3.99. So I'm like, all right.
I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing. So would have done.
But the question is now, will it be worse than Mary Kate and Ashley Sweet 16 License to Drive?
Check out Scooter's channel to find that out. So let's shout you out, Scooter here.
Oh, thank you,
Scooter, my friend. A mostly family, but always friendly streamer.
That's one way to put it. Yep.
Yeah. And
80% family, 120% friendly, making it 200% of fun.
And if you don't know, Scooter 102089 making an official name change, right?
Yes, I am. It's being pushed probably towards July right now. I'm kind of using this month to just do a little bit of streaming. Then I think I'm going to take like a month or like about a week or 2 weeks off and make the official change over. And I will be starting on a game that I've never done before.
Yeah. And I get to do the world reveal, right? It's going to be Fartmaster 102089. And
Fartmaster, okay.
Fartmaster 102089.
Yeah, check out Fartmaster 102089 on Kick as well. No, that's definitely not going to be my name. That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I don't plan on leaving Twitch. Nope. The name is going to be Chasin' Scooter.
I love it.
That's the idea.
I love it.
And
Jason
I'm
Scooter.
actually in the process. I'm paying someone to help create something for me for the channel, so
Ooh.
I'm excited to get that done. And I think it'll bring a little bit more fun to it. And here, I'll actually put it on
Yes,
here
please.
so you guys know how it's spelled.
Please
This
do.
is what it's going to be. There you go. That's what it's going to be. So we're going to get rid of the numbers, but Scooter is still going to be around because everyone still knows me as Scooter, even though I do like Chaser the Ultimate Gamer, so this is a nice way to do it. And also, a little known fact about the N is the first letter of my middle name, so it works on that level too, which is what my wife said. I'm like, wow, that actually has a lot more meaning to this name.
That's
now
really
that I'm
cool.
thinking about it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
So definitely. So yeah, you would say it like you're chasing Scooter. You're chasing Scooter. So it's a fun little gag.
And we all know that in this world, there's not just us chasing Scooter, but
Oh, that eel. That
Oh, that
eel
eel.
is never gonna leave me alone. Especially when you keep tossing me towards him.
yeah. All right, well I'm
That eel.
gonna get going. We're gonna get into a raid, so do take care, Scooter, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.
Sounds good. Take care, guys.
All right, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that Scooter got to join in on that. And what the heck Spoogly says? Yeah, that's right, Pixel Knight. Hey, it's the way it go. I do want to raid the same person that we raided last night. They are currently streaming. I'm gonna put their name down here so you can see. Maybe when it decides that it wants to cooperate, it will. Did I not do it right? What's going on here? So let's try it again. There we go. Boom. That's it. They are playing some Animal Crossing right now. As you know, I love Animal Crossing. They were really nice last night. I was very impressed. Now, I don't know when they get into horror show or horror games that I'll be as excited, but they seem to be, a clean streamer. From the time I chatted and hung out, it was a lot of fun. And bought as laggy, that could be it. And they're just they were really nice. They are learning, practicing English. They're far better at English than I am at Spanish. I'm working on that. So actually earlier today before the stream, I poked my head in and said hello. So let's go check them out. They are currently working towards getting to 50 followers. I should say. I almost said friends of Mana. 50 followers, and they are maybe about 10 away at this point. So if you like what you see, please consider a follow. Just hang out. They're brand new streamer, working on learning English and playing some cozy games and eventually some horror stuff. But Spoogly, no worries. If anyone can stick around at least just to say hi on the raid, that's great. If you got to go now, I understand. No pressure. And it was really nice to hang out with you, Spoogly. For all of you, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow night or not. We'll see. We'll take it one day at a time, of course. And gosh, what else do I want to say? Oh, thank you so much to all the folks who actually came in and raided today. Rainbow Shores, Emerald Blitz 95. Good to see them. And also, big thanks from last time to Tactical Swan, Kasich 32, and Dopius for the follows. And then big thanks to Chrono and Harem for the resubs today. So really appreciate that. All of you really are too kind. So with that, do good, be well, stay safe and healthy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.